We know that the barn jacket is a classic, it's a favorite, but leave it to the Joan Rivers team to, add new twists to the idea of the barn jacket. This is the quilted barn jacket with pocket detail. It is brand new today. We have Easy Pay. This is one of our top finds, and we have a number of really great colors. So as you're looking at Meredith, she's wearing it in putty. How classic is that? Right? Can't you just see her in an apple orchard someplace with the little plaid pant? That's adorable. And then take a look at Sheila. Sheila's wearing it for you in classic black. I mean, a lot of us, that's what we reach for in our outerwear, and yet it's just the right weight for transitioning it for the season. And if you're noticing the little tab at the back, we're going to show you why that's a feature you'll love to get the fit of your barn jacket exactly the way that you want. Thistle, easy for me to say, Thistle. Thistle is the color that you're seeing on, oh, Jess, we don't see you in that color very often. That's a nice color. That soft sort of pale lavender, that color is called Thistle. Yeah, brand new barn jacket. It is $69 and change and on Easy Pay. And let me introduce you to the gentleman who's here to tell us all about it, our good friend David Dangle.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How pretty you look.
Wonderful to see you.
I'm loving the lipstick matching the jacket. That's pretty awesome.
I'm feeling the entire palette
today.
Totally. And this, just slipping into this, love this.
Isn't
and the weight is perfection, David.
Yep.
So David is the CEO of Joan Rivers Worldwide, our good friend. And I love that this is a brand new barn jacket. One of the things we love from the brand, but kind of new twists.
Yeah, I mean, we love the classics. We're the classics collection. Joan always said, buy great things and wear them forever.
Yeah.
Barn jacket has been part of our story for, probably 10 years now. Joan loved them. We all love them. This is a new spin on the barn jacket this season. Nice and lightweight, but the coolest thing is, for me, is the quilting. I love this new take on traditional square box quilting. And then we've run an extra stitch so it becomes little diamond, little triangle shapes.
Yeah,
that's a very elongating quilting. That will take your eye sort of up and down. Very pretty, very lightweight too in its look.
So let me do this. I'll just quickly run you through the colors once again, just so you see each one, and then we're going to come in close and have David kind of walk us through these details that you'll love when you get your new jacket. So this is putty, and putty is that just soft, and it's such a great new,
I love waking up outerwear for fall in colors not traditional. You had said Jess, we hadn't seen that color on Jess.
Right.
It's Thistle. It's this brand new kind of cool fall lavender.
Oh,
I think it's
so
such
pretty.
If you wear charcoals, if you wear navies, if you wear any of that world of coloring, Thistle, I'm telling you, you don't have outerwear in Thistle. Brand new.
Pretty. And then here's the color I slipped into. This is Cranberry.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Beautiful.
What a fall color when the leaves start to change. And as you said, out apple picking, stunning.
Lovely. And then here's the black you saw Sheila wearing, which is, truly your classic.
And again, that's the original, if you go way back in time, the barn jacket, the one that Queen Elizabeth wears.
Yes.
That's probably black, and it's usually piped, and it's usually got kind of great pocket detail. So black is the classic for the barn.
Very nice. Now
really
we have this in sizes extra, extra small through 3X. So full range of sizes. So can we kind of start from the top down?
Sure. Well, we decided to go very tonal with this particular barn jacket. Sometimes you'll see them and they're piped with suedes or corduroys or that kind of thing. We're actually piping it in the actual material that the quilting is made out of. So it becomes one whole kind of wash of color.
I like that.
I also love that rather than a traditional metallic snap or like a tortoise button, which we use we actually went with an enamel snap, which to me goes away.
I don't have to match back to hardware
either.
Or
gee, is that brown going to contrast with my bag, which is black, that kind of thing. It's one tonal piece.
That's great.
Another detail which I'm crazy about, we've never done the look of the flap, but not the idea of having to go in and get into the flap. It's a faux flap, but really straight down in. So cell phone, boom. Car keys, boom. Really easy access to the pocket. The new quilting we talked about, which is that beautiful sort of a channel stitch that runs up and down. I like that we approached this with a princess seam. So all of a sudden, this outerwear is going to fit like a regular blazer from the collection would fit. Sometimes outerwear gets a little boxy. I like that we're going to find your body inside.
I like that.
And then the coolest thing of all, I love on this, the idea of this little sort of belt, which is set slightly higher than your natural waist. Again, to give yourself that longer, leaner torso, a little bit of a longer leg look. But these are actually practical snaps. So if you wanted to sort of set that a little bit, a little more pinched in.
Yeah,
just to give yourself maybe you're not layering that much early in the season.
Right.
Maybe it's just a blouse or a light turtleneck, and then as the season goes on and you're layering it maybe over a cardigan, you can expand it out to the full length. So it gives you a little bit of versatility, and also kind of this time of the year as we're having the cool nights. I left my house this morning, it was 46 degrees.
Yeah,
I was like, yay, it's here.
Yeah.
So lightweight transition. Before you pull out the parka, before you pull out the faux fur, before you go to your winter coat, this to me is the perfect transition.
And it is. It's a comfortable weight, which is what you love.
Yeah, nice and light.
I also like that, even inside, the finishing details with the piping that's done on the inside.
Yeah, I'll show the inside. We decided to quilt all the way through on this particular jacket, and we'd never done that before. I just love the luxury of that as the inside. So it's not a lining that's going to fight you and be a little maybe loose, but we're doing beautiful seaming. And that quilting comes right through to the inside. And then, of course, the typical Joan detail. Beautifully finished hems, beautifully bound
Isn't that
edges.
nice?
You'll never see a raw edge or anything like that. So the quality is always there. And it's a style that you are not going to say next year, gee, what was I thinking? We all bought that weird jacket. No, this is forever.
Yeah,
a barn jacket will never be out of style.
And it's the one that you reach for, whether you're, running out to the grocery store or you're running to, take the kid. I was talking to my sister last night and she said, I was rushing because I had a parent-teacher meeting in the afternoon. This is that perfect jacket that you keep by the door.
You got it.
And you always look stylish because the outerwear pieces are as important as everything else you decide to wear.
And we sometimes forget that. We always think, that's my winter coat.
Yeah.
No, it can be beautiful. I'm looking at Sheila. I'm looking at all the girls who look amazing. But Sheila's a little dressed up. Sheila's got a little charcoal skirt from the collection. She's got the opaque tights and boots. Aren't you have boots on, Sheila? Gorgeous suede boots. And this could be out to dinner. This would be a very appropriate, sometimes you're all dressed up and you put on your winter coat and it's like, one of these things is not like the other. And this would be a coat that you can elevate just by dressing the rest of your outfit up a little bit. And I do want to point out, we did the quilting on the sleeve up and inside the sleeve.
Okay.
So I noticed that Jess has her sleeves long because it's, again, it's winter and Jess is taller. But if you are an average height to a more petite like Meredith, you just cuff the sleeve back, and the quilting goes in about 4 inches on the inside. So there's no like, oh, my lining is showing when I quilted it back.
Take a look. And look at that jacket on Meredith. And I want you to think about yourself at home and your own wardrobe. And and I love what you said as you were describing how clean it looks, how timeless it looks, how it's not competing or fighting. She's got plaid pants, for goodness sake, and yet that jacket just finishes that entire outfit beautifully.
It's like the finishing touch. And you're wearing I think it's our suede boyfriend shirt underneath, which is a great layering piece. And then there is that time when it starts to get a little chilly and you're thinking, I don't want to pull out the heavy coat. I don't want to pull out my faux fur. I just need that light stuff. But when you can do it with style like that, I think that's amazing.
So length on this jacket too, I want to give you those specifics. In the Missy sizes, you'll be looking at 28 to just a little over 30 inches long. So for most of us, that's going to come just a little below mid-hip. And then in the plus sizes, 30 and a half to about 32.5 inches long. So this is the extra large I slipped into. You can see where it falls. I'm wearing the Kathleen Kirkwood tank.
Which is darling, by the way. How cute is that poking out?
Yeah, look how nicely that works. And it is just that perfect jacket that works with so many things. And I have to say, it's the most comfortable weight. It's that level of warmth that you want as we transition into fall. That's when you reach for the barn jacket. And it's nice to have one in the wardrobe.
There's a little bit of fill in there, but it's not that puffer jacket. This is not that, gosh, I have to take it off the minute I get inside the car because it's warm. It's got that a light amount of fill. And because we've structured it like a proper Joan jacket with the princess seaming, with the beautiful shoulder seam, it's not going to feel like you've thrown a coat on.
No,
you know what I mean?
You're right.
And I love it to go from your jeans and your chinos right up to over a little black dress and still look very elegant.
Let's show you colors because I think the hardest decision may be what color. And think too in your wardrobe about what you don't have. A lot of us, it kind of our default is like, I'll get the black one or the putty, but consider how pretty. The woman walking into the parent-teacher meeting wearing the Thistle coat is the one that all eyes are on, and she's like, oh my goodness, she's so stylish. So that's Thistle. Thistle is this pretty soft lavender color.
And if you're a winter white girl, if you like your white wool trousers, how about putting pastel with that and really being that sort of beautiful winter coloration?
Here's putty, which is again that really nice classic. And don't forget, snap closure and done in the tonal color to match the body of your barn jacket. Here's the cranberry that I slipped into, and then finally there's the black that you saw Sheila wearing. When you use your credit card today for this, 4 easy payments of $17. So $17.46 gets your new barn jacket out the door and on its way to you. Official start to fall is Friday.
Yep.
It's
and this started at my house this morning.
Yeah,
it was cold.
All right. The item number, everybody, is 295-942. David, thank you.
What a pleasure.
Always
see you
great
soon.
to
Take
see
care.
You. Thank you very much.
Take care.
All right. So let me just say, I am wearing the Kathleen Kirkwood tank with that beautiful lace extender. Basically, what she did is the most flattering tank, and she's going to talk about the princess seaming. That's what gives it a great fit. And then a gorgeous lace bottom. And it's longer. You know, often when you see a tank with a little touch of lace, it's, you know, maybe an inch or two. Look at it, the amount of lace you get there. That's why you saw it underneath my barn jacket. So that's still to come. That has been a favorite in Name Style, and we have it back today. Okay, I slipped into, how much do we love this, right? This is like